We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I'll tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 13. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. They'll set up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there. No hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Howell throwing on 1st down here. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Howell. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down, it's Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moved.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A give running right, Gibson.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Howell from the gun.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Howell down to throw it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
Now swing pass for Dillon. He'll get it inside the 20.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10, Howell.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out. Zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They'll go play action. Howell
rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
What do you think?
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Rodgers now to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Hey, Vic, what do you think?
Now a first down carry by Jones. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field, no matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on second down. Powell got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On play action, now Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He finds Watson complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dillon up the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. It's Howell. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. And once more, Howell back to the air. It's complete to Brown, right side. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Get 300! Get 300! Go, go!
An inside give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost of yardage.
Hey, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Cameron Curl up to make the tackle.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Jones. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Dillon. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Thomas brings it in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
First down, Howell to throw. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Packers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.